In our house, mornings passed in a blur. The hum of early prayers, hurried footsteps, the creak of doors opening and closing. Breakfast was rarely shared. We were all heading somewhere, school, work, life pulling us in different directions. But on special days, when guests came over or during our yearly ritual called choku, everything slowed down. There was time to sit, to breathe, and to share love in the simplest way we knew, through food. In those moments, the house wasn't just a place, it became a feeling I still carry with me. Starting with kondodatsi, a Bhutanese version of scrambled eggs with cheese. We usually use fresh cheese, but today I'm using feta. You can also use cottage cheese if you like. It gives the eggs a nice richness and creaminess. We don't really add chili in it, just a little salt. But today I'm adding chili flakes because, well, I like to live on the edge. Gotta spice things up, right? After mixing it properly, we cook the eggs slowly over medium heat, stirring gently so they stay soft and creamy. This dish is all about the balance of eggs and cheese. The feta adds a little tang, but it's that soft, creamy texture that makes it so comforting. Perfect when paired with everything else on the table. Next up is eze. If there's one thing that defines Bhutanese food, it's chili, not just a spice. It's part of the meal. It's a vegetable. We have fresh chilies, dried chilies, ground chili, and we use them generously. Eze is like a chili relish or pickle. There are so many versions. Some are fiery and raw, some are creamy with cheese, some are tangy with tomato, but the one I love the most is simple. Dried red chilies, tomato, onion, and coriander. Traditionally, we burn the chilies and tomatoes directly on the gas flame, blistering them until they're smoky and charred. But here I don't have a gas stove, so I've improvised. I place an oven rack over the induction and roast them slowly. You do what you can. Once the chili and tomato are charred, I add them into a mortar and pestle along with some chopped onion and gently pound it all together. Some people like to drizzle in a little oil at this point, but I actually prefer adding a splash of butter tea at the end when it starts to dry out. It gives it this really unique touch. You can also mix in cheese if you'd like. I love the way it softens the heat and adds a creamy richness, but fair warning, if you add cheese, it might not stay fresh for long, so do it at your own risk. And then there's shakam, a true staple in every Bhutanese household. It's dried beef jerky, and my mom sent me this batch all the way from Bhutan. I've been savoring it, nibbling on little pieces at a time. It's chewy, packed with flavor, and always hits the spot. Traditionally, we make shakam by slicing beef into thin strips and air drying it near a window or under a fan for several days. Of course, you can also use a food dehydrator if you have one. Now, the magic happens when you combine the heat of the eze with the savory depth of shakam. And of course, no Bhutanese breakfast is complete without suja, our butter tea. This tea is made with tea bricks, boiled with butter and a pinch of salt. It's creamy and warming, a perfect drink to enjoy with a meal like this. People always ask, butter and salt in tea? And I smile, because once you taste it, you'll understand it's a drink made for mountains, for cold mornings, and for conversations that last for hours. Traditionally, we would pour the tea, butter and salt into a wooden churner and churn until it all came together. Here it is, a simple Bhutanese breakfast. Rice, eze, shakam, kondodatsi, and suja. In Bhutan, we don't just scoop food with spoons. We make these little rice balls called akha or rather the action is called akha. You wet your fingers with suja first. It keeps the rice from sticking, and then gently press the rice into a ball, dip it into eze, scoop up a bit of egg and enjoy. It's a beautiful balance, spicy, creamy, salty and warm, a symphony of simple flavors that fills your heart. It's a memory of slow mornings when life finally paused. A reminder that food is connection, it's home, even when you're far away. So if you ever find yourself rushing through life, take a moment to slow down. Make a meal like that, simple, honest and full of heart. And maybe it'll remind you of home too, wherever that may be. Thank you for joining me in this little taste of home. Wherever you are, take a breath, slow down, eat well and take care of yourself. Until next time.